How do you avoid burnout as a content creator? Hey, Jason here. If you've been watching the channel, you actually been seeing me going through Botswana instead of Johannesburg. Even though I'm on my way back in the morning, I'll be catching the bus back there. And most importantly, I've been talking about success, what it is, how to get it, and in the three areas of life that I focus on: happiness, health, and wealth. And so I want to talk to you about like being a content creator. If you're thinking about doing it or if you're doing it, how do you avoid burnout? Now, most people think like, oh, you're making these videos on YouTube, TikTok, blah, blah, blah. You're going out around the world. You're doing these things and showing people. It must just be living a dream. However, what most people don't understand is like it gets tiresome. And what I mean by getting tiresome, like sometimes you're not in the moment. So if you notice, whenever I'm filming, I'm just filming. I'm focused on that. I'm focused on the shots. I'm trying to make sure you can try to see as much of what I can see with my eyes. And so doing all of those things, like it really make you don't really experience as much as most people think. And so you have to be cautious of it because if you keep going, you will hit burnout. And it's very fast to hit burnout. Especially if you see that I do a whole lot of videos, a whole lot of content, and I share across all different platforms to building my brand. And so one of the things that you want to actually do is you want to start scheduling your social media time. And what I mean by that is you need to treat it as a job. And so one of the things most people may not notice is I don't always reply to comments, even though they may be seeing me posting stuff right at that moment. And what that means is I'm focused just on content creation at that moment, and I don't focus on engaging with everyone. Now, a lot of people say, oh, as soon as someone comments, you need to message, you need to message, you need to message. But think about it. When you are off your job, do you expect your job to come call you and say, hey, I need help doing this, come in. Hey, I need help, come in and come do this. It's the exact same thing. When you're done with social media for the day, as far as working part of it, you don't need to be answering every question. You don't need to be engaging with everyone. You need to set aside that time for yourself. And if you do it full time like I do, like it's very important, man, because you can get caught up into the inertia of negative comments or just going off into meaningless conversations, going down a rabbit hole. And so that's one of the reasons why, if you ever see with me, there's times where I just don't reply or I'm not commenting with people. And it's not that I'm ignoring people, it's my off time. So I do 5 to 10 minute blocks of engagement, meaning 5 to 10 minutes. I used to do like 2 to 3 times a day. So no more than 30 minutes a day. And so really think about it, no more than 30 minutes out of a 24-hour period, even though I may put out anywhere from 5 to 10 videos a day throughout all the platforms. And so with that, that's something that you really want to do is schedule your engagement. Second thing you want to do is you must set aside time for yourself. Like set aside time for yourself to just be in the present moment, enjoy it, have a good time for yourself. So even though today, like I had my camera, I went out, I was gonna go record, even though I went to Moana Mall and I was gonna try to hit up Haberone Dam. I ended up, once I got to Moana Mall, like I was tired. It like hit me. And when I have that feeling, I know it's like, okay, this isn't time. It's not a day for recording. This isn't a day for working. This is a day for Jason. And so when you set aside just some time for yourself, it helps stop you from hitting that burnout wall. Because most people, they hit that wall of burnout and then they just knock them down and then they stop for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And that's when they be like, oh, I'm gonna take a social media hiatus. If you're using social media as a business, you will never take a hiatus because you're scheduling time for yourself and you're putting in those blocks where it's like, okay, this is my day right here. And if you're someone like me who does a lot of content, schedule out content so you can have those blocks already scheduled in. Like if it comes into play, like, man, today I don't feel like really doing much. So you already have some things scheduled out. Like all I had to do was just shoot this one video. And this is just because this is something I put on myself where I must shoot a live video each and every day. That's not something that you have to do, especially if you're new to this. Don't try to do it every day. I recommend 2 to 3 days for the week. And then the third thing that you want to do is, and this one may shock people, don't let people know all of your business. So like if you see me filming and you see my videos, even if you piece together all of my content throughout all the social medias, you only see about maybe 20% of my life. Like, really think about it. You only see about 20% of my life. Like, even if I'm out with someone, I don't shoot them, I don't record them, I don't let people get on camera with me unless they have a social media channel, or they're telling me, hey, I want to build a following. So if you see one of my artists that I help manage, Prince Paulie, like he has his own YouTube channel, his own TikTok, Paulie K on TikTok, DJ Paulie on YouTube. So that's why he's in the videos with me sometimes, because he's building his brand also. And so it's just a way of collaboration. And so if you're new to this, and if you're doing more of a lifestyle branding or branding your name, so what you see I'm doing is I'm branding my name as Jason Chaney, meaning I'm pretty much opening up the books of who is Jason, who am I, and letting people in to see who I really am, what I'm about. And it gives people the chance, like, either you love me or you hate me. And it doesn't really matter either way it goes, because I'm genuine and I'm true to myself. So even when people meet me in public, a lot of times people realize, like, hey, I'm not that much of an extroverted guy. I'm very much an introvert. Most people don't realize that, because they see me laughing and smiling on the camera, or they see me walking and going all these different places, and they think in their mind I'm a big extrovert. And the truth is, I'm an introvert. Like, I'm that dude. I will be sitting up in the house reading a book on a Saturday night. People can be like, hey man, you want to go out? You want to go do this? Like, nah man, I'd rather read a book. And so that's something that you want to be mindful of, is not putting everything you do on social media. Don't give people don't give people a rope to hang you. And I know that's a bad analogy, but it's so true. And remember, like, I study and I analyze a lot of different content creators, whether they're big, small, or medium content creators. And with that, one of the biggest things that I see that most people make is they let too much of their personality, their real personal life, get on camera. People don't need to know your family issues. People don't need to know if you're having issues with your significant other, baby mama, baby daddy. That's not people's business. If you let people be messy, they're going to be messy, and it's going to run off on your channel. This is one of the reasons why, like, I let people know straight up, I do not film women. I'm a single guy who's attracted to women, and I do not film women. The reason being is I don't want people coming to my channel with that nonsense, that mess, or that fuckboy energy. And so there's a lot of things, like when I'm walking around. If you ever notice, like with my videos, they cut off and on. And what I'm doing is sometimes, like, look, I'm not a blind dude. Like, I can see if there's a beautiful woman in front of me or something like that. And if I see that maybe she's curvaceous or something like that, I'll cut the camera off, because I'm like, I'm not trying to film that. And I don't want people's eyes going to that. Or if I'm on a date with someone, I don't film those things. Like, that's not everyone's business. Where people are like, oh, you went out with this girl, now you out with this, now you out with this. My personal life is my personal life to a certain extent. However, the life of my brand is what I show you. Meaning, I'm a nomad. I'm a world traveler. I love going to different countries, learning places. I love when people correct me when I'm saying a word wrong. All of these different things, this is me. Also, like, you see, I don't show poverty in areas. There's a lot of things as a content creator that I do not show, even if I'm in a more rougher neighborhood or more of a poor neighborhood. Just because I don't show those things don't mean I don't go there. And so, I just really wanted to share that with you. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I am dead tired right now, so I'm about to hit the sack, go to sleep, and get ready to catch this bus at 5 in the morning. And then, if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button. Share this if you know someone who's into content creation or brand new and they're just getting started, so that it can help give them an advantage. And subscribe to the channel, subscribe to TikTok, and I will see you tomorrow. Well, actually, will I see you tomorrow? Yes, I will see you tomorrow, because I'll be back in Josie around 2 p.m. So I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day.